Thank you.
Hello.
hello. Hello, hello, hello. Fizzy balls. Okay. Help you. Why am I helping you, Grim? Why do you need help? Welcome, everybody. Back to the third night in a row. What is going on? Be sick to death of me. Welcome in, Grim. Welcome in, David. Thank you very much, Lisa, as ever, for the bits. Kids. I see. Okay. Welcome in, Honor. Welcome in, Zwan. Welcome in, Alison. Welcome in, Van. Welcome in, Banshee as well. Everybody has been in the soup tonight at some point or other, I think. Have done very, very well. Welcome in, Dan, as well. Sorry. I caught you out the corner of my eye there, Dan. Well, to start off with, what day is it, everyone? It is Friday. Therefore, you know what that means. Are we all ready? 3, 2, 1. Ready? It's a wee Friday treat. Everybody loves Pedro on a Friday. My brother's kids are visiting and they are loud. Yeah, to be fair, they can't be much louder than the chat in here at times when the yippee bomb goes off. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? We are here and we're here. Go. Yes, you can do it. It's all good. Shout out to Banshee here. See what pulls this up. No. Oh, it's not working. Oh, I tell you why, because I forgot to put the blooming thing on. I thought I was doing so well. Damn it. Connect with Twitch. The number of things you have to remember before you come online is just crazy. There we go. There we go. We're there. We're there. We're there. Right. Can we do this again? Is it going to work this time? No. Okay. You've had 2 shout outs anyway, Banshee. Good, good, good. I don't know why it didn't work, but I tell you why. It's, you know what's going to happen. It's when I transfer over to, I'll do that now. I'll go over here. Ooh, loud. You know, we'll chat for a bit anyway, Koo. I have no idea why it did that. That's a bit strange. Okay, the kids might take a peek at the stream. Well, I'm sure that'll be fine. I never really swear anyway. Just your face. You just came home from the pool. That's fine. Go and have a shower. We'll hang about. We'll wait for you. We don't want anybody smelling of chlorine in here. Although, to be fair, we're playing a game about people getting cut up, so there's probably a smell of chlorine in and all other sorts of formaldehyde and various other chemicals floating about. But please, feel free to go and wash, Koo. We'll hang about for 10-15 minutes having a chat, as we do. And by that time, you'll be ready for action. So, good. On you go. Nice to have you in anyway. So, Friday, we've made it to another weekend. Fabulous. Anybody got any good plans for the weekend? Any exciting stuff happening? Nothing for me particularly. Not really sure what we're going to get up to. The weather seems a bit hit and miss. I have to do laundry too, but you'll be back later. Cool. Friday night. Don't do laundry on a Friday night. You need to film and clean. Good grief. Zwan, enjoy the lurk. You need to film tonight, Kerry. Is that what it's about? Did your German palette come? Your German indie palette. And did you get things sorted out with the bank? And is Dan still alive? We need to know these things. I'm presuming Dan has not been sent to McDonald's tonight. He's been given a night off. No, tomorrow. Okay.
Colossal?
Indeed, it is colossal. Whatever it is, I have no idea. But it is. And clean. I did most of my cleaning today. The reason you were mad the other day was because of the brand. Ah, I see. I see. Did you get it resolved with the bank at all? They spoke to... Oh, is that right? That's crazy.
People have been asking if I've been lifting heaps lately.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to tell you guys this. I've never stopped.
I've never stopped.
I would never stop lifting heaps. Heaps are my life.
Life.
They are the reason that I wake up and eat brekkie every day.
Every day.
And the reason I just eat absolutely massive truckfuls of kilos of chicken breast anytime I can. So if you're wondering if I'm still lifting, know that I wouldn't be alive if I wasn't lifting, mate. Because lifting is life. They're the same thing. So...
basically, long story short, they're refunding me and sending my order after being awful. Win-win. Fantastic. We like that story. That's a good one. Way. In fact, let's do that. For that one, you... oh, God, don't do that. For that one, you get that. Cool. Right, so we've got that resolved now. Nice. Running update. Went back out again this morning at 5:30. That's 3 times this week, 5:30, 5k. Getting very close to building up the stamina. You were owed the refund anyway. They're doing what they should be doing. I can't wait to share my story. Indeed. Lethal Cosmetics. Ooh. I hope that's not... if you give them a bad review, they actually come and dispose of you. Oh my. Indeed, yes. So, yes, as I say, 3 times this week, 15k on the clock. Super happy that I've managed to get myself motivated to get out and about. I have new shoes that have arrived today. So my other running shoes were beginning to fall apart. So I have new shoes at great expense. So I will be back out on Monday, start again. Weekend free. I'm giving myself the weekend free. Can you run really fast then? Well, hopefully I will. They're designed for the way I run, which is heel strike. I don't over or under pronate, I heel strike. So they have got big spongy bits on my heels so they don't feel like I've knackered them every time I've been out for a run. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm just about at stamina level to get around the 5k without stopping. And then it'll just be a case of reducing the time it takes to get round and get back to my 5k in 25 minutes or 24 minutes, I think was the best time I used to do it in a couple of years back before it all went horribly wrong. But yes, we'll get on with that and get back into the swing of things. You've never run a 5k in your life. No, that's bad, running on your tiptoes. I do want to do the Great North Run at some point. I'd love to do the Great North Run just as a bit of I built the thing up and I went out and did it. That's 13 miles, half marathon. So yeah, if I can get going now, if I can motivate myself, get going and get moving and get the fitness level back up and my legs stay intact, then I might put in an application to do it next year. It's a bit of a lottery whether you get in or not, but I quite fancy doing that, and obviously I'll be doing it for charity as well, so we could pass on anything for charity, so watch this space. I'm just saying that I'm going out there. I'm going to probably bore you a little bit because I do want to be held to task to go out and do it. So if I haven't given you a running update on a Monday, a Wednesday or a Friday, then feel free to shout at me and say what has happened, and that'll at least motivate me to get back out if I didn't do it. Second thing is show and tell. I want to do a quick jump into the browser tonight and watch a video for a new game that's coming in July. Now, we've played a lot of games from this studio, Step Here Studio. They're a Russian studio, I think. They did Crimson Snow, and the other Christmas one that we played round about Christmas time. They also did the game where you're a thief and you keep going into the mansion and things keep changing and you find different things every time you go in. So we've played, I think, four of their games, maybe 5 of their games. They also did one set in a children's hospital, which was pretty freaky as well. So yes, I'm looking forward to it, but this looks absolutely fantastic. So let's jump across to the browser. And then we can go to that and say, hang on a minute, am I on the right thing over here? No, I'm not. Let's go to there and go to there. Is it there? Is anything there? Hello? Green screen. It's actually the, it's weird. It's the graphics card. The graphics card can actually remove the background. You can't really do it when you're playing a game because it just, if you're trying to stream to 2 different platforms and the thing, then it's magic, kill it. Why am I not seeing this here? That's the only thing. I should be seeing the background of Edge. Why is this not here? Just doing my head in. Let's go. Please. Why is it always when you want to do something, it never actually works? Right. We'll get, there we go. There we go. Why the screen? Please do interpretive dance. I'd rather not, to be fair. Right, watch this. Let's go. You might not be able to hear it. Hang on.
On occasion. There's something crazy going on. Where do you think this all came from? Don't breathe. He will hear you.
That looks so cool, and it's coming in July. It looks really, 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 really good. I can't believe how good it is. So it's certainly something I am super looking forward to. So that was that. Good stuff. Where is my browser gone? So I can just make sure everything's back to where it should be. What did we think? Did we think that looked good? You like the look of that? Good, 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 good. Let's go back to the chat then. That's sorted that out. Looks mice. I never saw any mice in it, but yeah, there we go. I take it you mean nice. Yes, and what else was going to talk about? Yeah, so that's very much on the wish list. I'll be tracking that down. I'll see if I can get a key for it. I don't know. I'll begin tracking them on social media and see if I can actually convince them to give us a key. That would be fantastic. And yes, Summer Game Fest tonight. It is tonight, isn't it? Midnight tonight. I think old Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest. Not that I'm going to be watching it. I think he's made such a big deal of saying there is going to be nothing new here tonight. It's just all going to be stuff that you've seen before. I'm not sure it's going to be that much of a show, to be honest. I mean, I'm sure there'll be a couple of little surprises in there, but given the fact that Xbox have got their own... I was alright here today. Yeah, given the fact that Xbox has got their own thing on Sunday, I think around about 8 o'clock or something, I think they are on Sunday night. And they obviously have EA and various other Bethesda and all the other studios, so I'm not entirely convinced that there's going to be a huge amount to show at Jeff Keighley's event. And then we've got Ubi Forward on Monday, which all the Ubisoft stuff will be shown, which I'm presuming will be largely made up of Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creed. We might see some gameplay from it, you never know. That'd be nice if we could see some gameplay from that. And Star Wars Outlaws, I presume we'll see that because that's due out in a month or so. 4 to 6 weeks, I think. Outlaws is due out in August, is it? So that would be interesting. I'd like to see more of that. The actual concept of Outlaws sort of intrigues me. but I would really like to see gameplay from the game as opposed to rendered stuff. I mean, they put out that fairly long trailer a few weeks back, which looked alright, but it all looked a bit CGI'd and a bit contrived and didn't really seem to have that much gameplay in it. So we'll need to see. I really don't like companies putting out CG rendered trailers and stuff. I'd rather just have an in-game couple of minutes of this is what it looks like in-game, because essentially that's what's going to convince you to buy the game, not some mad trailer that they've put together that isn't representative of what actually happens. I don't think anybody's stupid enough nowadays to see a trailer and think, oh, that looks brilliant, I'm going to pre-order that based on that, because everybody knows that it's not going to be the way that looks. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting weekend, I suppose. It'll be interesting to get some updates from Jeff Keighley's event. I am, fingers crossed, hoping we hear something about Hollow Knight sequel, Silk Song. I mean, that's been on the cards for about 6-7 years now, and it's just absolute radio silence. It's mental for them to have actually announced the name of the game, and it was going to be a DLC for Hollow Knight, and then it got rolled out into a new game. So they must have been fairly well on at one point with the basis of the game, and then they've just basically gone radio silent. Nobody knows whether it's happening or not. There was a mention, I think, that it was going to fall under Xbox and therefore will probably be on Game Pass. But beyond that, there's absolutely nothing that we've heard. So it would be nice to get some updates on that. But beyond that, it's been quite a good first half of the year. But there's literally nothing that anybody really knows about coming out in the back half of the year. Certainly from a AA, AAA perspective, there's just nothing much to look forward to at all. So all very strange. Anywho, let's get on with this game. Time for indies to shine. Indeed, there's plenty indies for us to be getting on with. And I've got a backlog like crazy as well. Plus the fact that everybody knows the Elden Ring DLC is coming out as well. So that's going to be... the other thing, which I'm not going to show you the video for because it's only about 30 seconds long. But the new Doll Imposter update is close. The Children's Hospital area looks absolutely mental. It's a bit like a crossover between the circus level from Doll Imposter and Poppy Playtime. It looks absolutely banging. So that can't be too far away. Yeah, the guy's going mad. He's got a real strong work ethic. He's absolutely crashing through his list of doing things. What the heck? What's that? Bathhouse. Yeah, get on to the guys in Japan. I can't do anything about that. As I say, I think we'll hear something in the next couple of weeks. The very fact that the Steam page has gone up, I think means we'll see something in the next couple of weeks. We've also got Steam Next Fest starting on Monday, which is absolutely brilliant. If you've got a PC, you can get hold of loads and loads of demos and try out games. So if you have a PC or a laptop or whatever, I would certainly urge you to have a look in and amongst all that, because you can find some real gems that don't get a lot of coverage. That's where I found quite a number of games that I've ended up playing. Yeah, it's obviously the Patreon find out quicker than most, but we haven't had any update from the post a couple of weeks back saying the Steam page is now up and running. So we shall hopefully finish Autopsy Simulator tonight. As I say, Insim did the game in about 4.5 hours. Now I checked again where we got up to. He took about the same length of time to finish the chapter that we finished last night. So we're still about half an hour behind him. But as I say, I think we should be able to finish this tonight. Might go slightly longer with the gameplay. I really just want to get it done. So let's I'll take a quick break and then we shall get into the game. So you can now do the whole drop again. Where am I? Be right back, and I will be right back in a couple of minutes. Oh, Zonky might have lurked to drop, and it all went horribly wrong. It didn't work for him. Right. Sit back and enjoy the autopsy fun. Indeed. Let's go.
Kawaii.
Take a deep breath, Grim. We are here for you. Just enjoy the nonsense of the next couple of hours. Oh dear. I'm a bit that way. I'm cracking and creaking tonight. 3 runs in a week in an old body is not good. Oh, continue. Let's go. I wouldn't say I'm feeling my age, but I'm feeling the fact that I haven't done any particular exercise for a good long while. Right, so I'm going to have to go through this little bit of dialogue, I think, again, that we went through last night.
It would be easier just to move in and live here. I doubt I'll get Huh? Damn. Good evening. Any news for me? About my car? No.
Right, we'll zip through this.
Maybe you right, Pop. You can
Christ.
You should try sleeping more. You've been kind of out of it lately.
That's the first bit of sense you've made all evening.
Good. The body is expected to be ready for pickup tonight, along with your lecture.
What? What? No, what?
You still pontificating? Best hurry.
Pontificating?
Don't you think?
Best hurry. Right, I need to put the game volume up slightly, because I put it back down. Sent you a picture of a cute little Zuko in his box. Let's punt that up to 80, so that should be better now. Let's go.
Ah, fuck me. I don't have the strength for this today. Have I taken my pills today? Did I take it? Or one more won't hurt.
Well, I think it might. You know, if you keep shoving pills in you, then
I need to focus.
At least he's not got them in his manky.
I don't have much time. Okay. One by one, Jack. Take it easy.
Okay.
Oh
my lord.
Burning issue indeed. Then I'll move on to the body. Ah, shit. The lecture.
That doesn't look good at all.
I'm gonna need the camcorder.
Yes. Where would the camcorder be? It's back in the storage room.
This is making me nervous.
There. Well off of the 90s camcorder. Let's just ignore what's lying on the table at the moment and put this on here.
Oh well. This is not the best framing. Hello, everyone. It's the 20...
It is a burn man.
Of November 1991. Jack Hanlon is conducting the autopsy. Oh, I appear to be missing my gloves and apron. Yes, you already know the drill. So, the body is on the slab. So, the victim is from yesterday's apartment block fire on Founder Street.
How's this going to tie in?
Details unknown. The body was not found until the next morning. The tenant was naked, charred, and with severe burns. The owner of the apartment asked about the deceased. He was surprised anyone even lived there. The deceased was sitting in an armchair near the TV. Pieces of pornographic material, an ashtray, melted video cassettes, and several bottles of so-called poppers were found in the vicinity. It's difficult to assess whether any escape attempts were made. Firefighters indicated that it was probably the large quantity of poppers found near the deceased and rapid spread of the fire.
Okay.
The exact cause of the fire has not yet been determined. However, it is known that the fire started in the deceased's apartment, where the most damage was reported. Well, that's our basic question. Whether the death occurred as a result of fire, or whether he was dead before it.
Okay. Right, that's it. Back to the start. Right.
As you can see, the body is in quite an unusual pose. For the purpose of photographic documentation, we'll leave it like that for now.
Ooh, that's a bit, it's a bit rank, that, isn't it? Okay.
This position is called the pugilistic attitude. This is due to the influence of high temperature on the muscles.
Right. Okay. Again, we're learning. Find marks on the body. Must we? Dude, I'm closed in as far as I can go. There is no... I can't close up any further. I am literally...
The fire reaches the skin first, then the soft tissue, until the skeletal muscles are exposed. Coagulation occurs in exposed muscles due to their fibers shrinking.
It's just fibre.
The extensors yield to the force of the flexors. The muscles contract and contract until the limbs become flexy and deformed.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird that they... Be right back, cake. Ooh, cake. I could put up with kids as long as there was cake.
The upper ones are characterized by a triple bend, similar to a boxer holding his hands in front of him. Just 10 minutes will do it. 10 minutes for the muscles and tendons to contract, like a steak on the grill.
Not the best of examples there.
In the end, we're all just walking meat.
Okay, we're in a bit of nihilism tonight. Right. He's not feeling great. He should be having the Pedro
deceased
feeling.
must now be straightened out. And we need to get rid of these bindings.
Right. Remove the ropes.
He looks to have been tied up in a rather unusual way. The deceased's neck and feet were most likely secured to his hands, which explains why, despite the severe burns, the deceased's limbs are not all that twisted.
Right. Perform the autopsy. The cake wasn't good. Ridiculous. All cake's good. It's just varying degrees of good. Perform the autopsy. Right, let's go.
It's easier to straighten him now. Without taking out the magnifying glass, we already know that the deceased's skin is heavily charred and cracked.
Uh-huh. Okay. Inspect the areas of concern.
As for the other details, there are crow's feet visible near the eyes. Upper lip reveals front teeth. One of the incisors is broken. There's soot in the nostrils.
Oh.
The rope around the neck wasn't very tight. I don't see it leaving a mark on the skin. You can clearly see that this is primarily the front of the deceased that was exposed to fire.
Mm-hmm.
The victim sat in the chair the whole time, hence his back being in much better condition than this extremely burned area.
Right. Hello? This...
The rope marks around the wrists are deep and clearly visible.
honey cake. That sounds tasty. I love honey, me.
Looks as if a large flap of skin had detached from the calf. The rope at the man's ankles was tied much tighter and more precisely than the one around his wrists.
Okay.
All in all, quite a lot can be deduced from this external
Yeah,
examination.
Drax isn't here. She's missed out. Highlight the previously found wounds on the clipboard mannequin. Okay, we need to get the notes out, yes.
Soot in the nose appears when inhaling harmful and choking smoke. The tissue of the mouth was heavily burned as well. The teeth, however, makes me wonder. Traces failed to indicate that the deceased suffocated before the fire took hold. Oh, that must have been terrifying. Severe burns, covering approximately 80% of the epidermis. Predominance of 4th and 3rd degree burns.
4th degree burns. Oh my goodness.
The burns reach through the dermis and hypodermis to reach the muscles. The body is covered in numerous areas. The length of the rope was calculated, and appears that the deceased could make limited movements around the perineum. He appears to be loosely tied. However, this is the result of the corpse drying out. The wound shows that the rope had deeply imprinted itself in the tissue.
Okay. Why can I not... Oh.
The eye clenching is a natural reaction of the body to high temperatures. The conclusions are quite clear. We need to check the damage inhaling all that smoke has done to the respiratory tract. Perhaps the deceased lost a tooth, attempting to bite through the rope. It looks like the deceased was a fan of choking while masturbating. Deaths due to a predilection for asphyxophilia do occur, but not in this case. The extent of the thermal stresses on the body could have caused this death. Damage to the genitals and groin are an additional concussive factor. This is due to the high vascularity and innervation of this area.
Oh, that didn't work. What's happened to the alerts? The alerts are...
In this case, I don't assume that this was a delayed death.
2 seconds. Try it. I'll try it now. I tried it before I came on. No idea what's happening there. Two seconds, I checked all this before we came on stream. That's the last thing I always do, is just to check that the alerts work. And that's there. Come on, you can do it. Right, so they're all online. Hey!
Good grief!
Hey! Right, we're back in the game.
The mixture of fear, sexual arousal, and drugs could have caused a heart attack. Wounds on the wrists and ankles indicate that the deceased could have been struggling in panic.
Good
It may seem
grief!
incidental, but for us it's a sign that the deceased was most certainly conscious. I will assess the extent of possible poisoning and burning in a moment. First, I'll try to establish the victim's identity.
Ooh, we're going to have to do
Due
prints
to the
again.
amount of charring, we are unable to collect the victim's fingerprints. Visual identification is also out of the question.
Dental.
You can probably guess what options we are left with. You guessed it. A dental impression. For this, I need impression trays and alkanate material. Please excuse me for a moment. What I need should be somewhere in the lab.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. It's going well. I should be able to get this done in time. Where are these trays? Towels, papers, jars? Nope. It's not anywhere on the counter.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is it in any of these? Is it in any of these? Yes. Some days you just can't quite put your finger on it, Grim. But nothing seems to go right, nothing seems to feel right.
Maybe in this drawer. Oh, I'll warm this up in my hands.
Okay. Make a cast of the teeth. Does that mean I have to go back and shove it in his mouth now?
Okay. Making an impression is quite simple. You put trays with alkanate into the mouth and press them together in one firm movement until you feel significant resistance.
Why? You know, he said always stay on the right hand side, but okay. Why can't I make a cast of the teeth? I can't do anything. It's not allowing me to pull up anything, so I'm presuming I should just be able to...
Scalpel, scissors, syringe, magnifying glass, knife. I guess I forgot to clean the knife.
Right, okay. Here
Once
we go.
the devices have been placed... apologies. They cannot be adjusted. Okay. Again, we will need a piece of paper, a brush, and ink. We will make a plaster model of the deceased's teeth from the obtained impression. We will then make an impression of the mold on a piece of paper, which will be scanned into the computer.
Alrighty. Approach the tray with a cast. Brush the entire cast with the pigment.
You see, it seems so simple, and yet laborious. On the plus side, we don't have to worry about the gag reflex with the deceased. And no need to remind the subject to breathe either. At least he's saved the high cost of orthodontic treatment.
Nice. Okay. Match the bite mark in the criminal database. Input teeth. Filtering.
Wow.
Filtering.
Who would have expected a match so soon? Well, the deceased is Richard Jacobson, 47
Right.
years old. He had a criminal record and was recently in court for... Oh, wow. For not returning a videotape to the rental shop. Oh, Jesus. I better check if I've still got that copy of... where were we?
Okay.
Okay, I'll add some details to the clipboard.
Clipboard, yes. We'll go back here and we'll get the clipboard out. We'll obviously have to go there and then we'll go
Okay.
shift for the
And
clipboard.
we can move on to dissecting the body.
Okay.
This time, I'll go straight for the loppers.
Ooh, loppers.
I'll slice it
Great
piece
word,
by
that.
piece. Let me start here. I push
Okay.
hard several times.
Oh.
Until I cut a given section.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Sorry, sir. I might have nicked you there a little.
You can see that using a scalpel would be pointless here. Solid crunch. Almost there.
Solid crunch. Right.
Now we peel back the skin. Now to remove the ribs.
Still got the loppers out. Oh, the loppers have gone. Skin flaps.
And we can check out what's going on in here. And
Ooh.
I see that a lot has happened. In fact, the entire abdominal cavity
Ooh,
is
look at
flooded.
that.
Blood and other fluids have seeped from the blood vessels, flooding the abdomen and chest areas. We have to get rid of this.
Swimming.
I'll go get a cup or a ladle.
Really? Is that how you do it? Where am I getting that? Find the ladle in the lab.
I think I saw one somewhere here.
I keep looking out the windows and stuff and thinking, is there going to be something there? Okay, ladle.
Aha. I don't have all night. I'm going to need a vacuum pump. Great. The running around for everything starts again. Why can't things be tidied away properly in this damn mortuary?
I'm an old man
I'm
who's
gonna get Ridley. I wonder where this pump is. Mr. Ridley? Mr. Ridley?
Oh, Ridley's
Let's go to the
gone.
basement and check.
Okay. Who's that? Ooh. Ooh.
Oh my god!
Jeez. I don't know what this is for. Rusty scrap. God! Where is this infernal machine?
There it is. I can see it.
Wow, that's heavy. Can I
Indeed.
fit through the door with this?
Oh, he's moving at pace. I like that.
I swear I'm going to have an accident here one day.
Why is all this stuff down in the
She
basement? Surely
twisted
this
her
is
ankle
like...
on those stairs. We were supposed to go to the mountains then. That was supposed
Kit.
to be our first trip since... I don't know how. And Alice,
Hammond.
because of me. As always, she had to...
Hammond, are you talking to yourself or what?
He's always lifting, mate.
I just...
There's a letter for you. I left it on your desk.
Letter? For me?
Yes.
Heaps.
For you. Do I have to repeat myself again?
No. Thank you. Where were you? I was looking for you earlier.
And I was retrieving your letter.
Jesus, Ridley. Could you talk to me like a human being from time to time?
I'm just answering the question.
Right. Oh, by the way, the basement hatch is wide open. Maybe you could look into it?
Maybe.
Maybe. Take the pump back to the autopsy room.
A letter. Fuck! Who delivers letters at this time? It's probably been sat in his office for ages. Just didn't want to move his lazy ass.
That's what he is. That's what he's lifting. Heaps.
So, we have the equipment. Now I have to place it somewhere close to the table.
Right. Okay. How on earth did I do that?
I can finally put this thing down. Alright, just... What? There's no tube? No one's used this for a long time. I apologize to you all once again.
A suction device. What did he say? The social room. Have we been in the social room? That's the bathroom. This must be the social room down here.
These lockers could contain everything we need, or simply filled with people's crap. Screw it. There might be something in here. Yep. I'm sure I wrote the code down on a piece of paper.
Right. Suggestions for a room, you may have written it down on a piece of paper? Okay.
What?
Say no more. I mean, you got to keep them fresh somehow, I suppose.
Good grief!
Good grief. I'm guessing. I'm guessing the piece of paper is not going to be in this room. It'll be in the office, I would have thought. Well, you never know, Grim. It might be. You never know. It's definitely not in there. 5416. That number is going to be absolutely ingrained in our brains forever. There it is.
3649. Okay. 3649.
3649.
3649. 3749.
3649, dude.
3794.
It's alright, I've got you. How do we do this? 3, 6, 4.
Me and my memory for
Yes.
numbers. What do we have here? Boxes of disinfectants, syringes, thread. Oh. Antiseptics. And the other stuff. Oh, that's interesting. But here.
Ooh, okay. Nope. Hello? Rummage through the box. Can I... Dude. I don't need this. Please desist. Let me get rid of it. Why are you not letting me do this? I have turned it every which way. Okay.
I wanted to forget. Alice. I regret so much. Every day. Every fucking day.
What's he regret?
I can't. I can't.
Has he had something to do with our death? Every day you lift.
Phone. Oh. Do not think. Just don't think. Office of the medical examiner. Peatsville.
Oh, Jack. I was hoping to catch you
Oh,
at work.
here's Dorothy again.
Hi, Dorothy. How's it going?
Good. Good, thanks. And what about you? You sound tired.
Tiring day at work. That's it.
You scared me last time we spoke.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to cause any trouble and say what I said.
Jack, it's alright. You're not causing any trouble. I'm not surprised at all that.
No.
Dorothy's the one that
really.
keeps phoning up saying, can I get a picture? Can I get a picture? Can I get a picture?
I'm fed up with myself.
You should take
Alice's
care of
chum.
yourself. Didn't you say you wanted to stay at home longer? To rest?
I think
I've
she's
been stuck
gaslighting
at
him.
work.
No, I didn't. I can't. I don't want to be there.
Well, why not consider taking a trip, Jack?
Dorothy, please. I really don't have the energy for this today.
No, I just wish.
Stop it. Why are you calling?
Reminder about annual drug testing. I thought.
Thank God she said
figured
annual.
You probably didn't remember.
Oh, yes. I've had a lot going on. I even forgot my own birthday.
Leave your samples at reception on your way home. Someone will pick them up from Ridley in the morning. Probably Steven or someone else at the station.
Sure. I'll try not to forget. Okay, well,
Jack? Try not to do anything stupid, okay? Alcohol, your medication. No, you shouldn't.
I have it all under control. I should be getting back to work.
The results should be in tomorrow. I'll call you when we know.
Right. Thanks.
Goodbye, Jack.
Bye. Annual drug testing. I'll take care of it before I go home. I feel terribly weak. Wake up, Jack. There's been a bit too much going on lately.
Gets reminded about his annual drug testing.
supposed to collect those.
Immediately goes and takes more drugs. What was that? Rummage through the box. Wasn't it weird that right at the start we saw that figure at the door and we've never seen anything like that again?
Focus on your work, Jack. All right. Here I am. I hope that was the last long break in this session. So, let's connect the tube.
Uh-huh. Okay. Set the pump to full speed. Full speed ahead. Okay, so now I need to go, having got all the way back round there. Full speed. Let's go.
Turn on the machine. With this amount of fluid, there's no point in holding back.
At least it's not half as bad as the mortuary assistant machine. That's the loudest machine known to man. Why is nothing coming out of him? Return to the corpse. Pump the blood from the pooled areas. Okay.
Still a few nooks and crannies left. External examinations did not reveal any tissue defects.
That's me.
Reach the
It's
internal
me
organs.
doing it.
So I expect the organs to be intact.
New soundboard sound. Must be all out by now, surely. Come on. There we go. Yes? Is that it?
In a way, it's quite extraordinary.
Come on in. I can't see any other areas to unpump it from. Okay, come on. Where do we think? Is that moving?
That even with such severe burns, the organs are all present and correct. A reddish pink tint indicates high carboxyhemoglobin levels, the level of which I will determine from a sample of blood. I will be inserting the... What interests me here is not the presence of this substance itself, but rather its percentage content in the sample. But first, I'll need the values for the centrifuge.
Damnation. Who never told me? Who never reminded me? It's all good. No, it's my fault. Retrieve the notebook from the office again.
Ugh. I feel like I've been here forever.
I don't know why he doesn't keep his notebook in the dissecting room where he actually needs it every time.
Jack, focus. Just a little bit longer.
Just a little bit
Corpses
longer.
recovered from the site of fire may have very different and complex histories. Burning is only at the surface. Underneath, it may be a heart attack, stroke, or pulmonary embolism. This particular case appears quite basic.
Okay, so now we've done this, we've done that, we've done this. Time 10 minutes at 85%. Okay. 10 minutes at 85. Go.
However, I would warn against making a diagnosis too hastily. A fire victim does not always mean death due to smoke inhalation.
The fuses seem to be okay tonight, which is quite good.
The centrifuge has completed its cycle.
Okay.
So, as usual, I will take the samples to the laboratory, and I'll be back with the results shortly.
That donut's just sitting there saying, "Eat me, eat me."
Ugh.
Stop yawning.
What exactly was I supposed to test for?
Oh.
COHB. Ugh.
Dude. Take the pipette.
I'll take 2 milliliters of here sample.
Okay, let's go. Set the pipette to draw 4 milliliters. Oh god. Go. There we are. Nice. And then we put this into here. Check the printed results. Yes.
Confirmed. Death due to carbon monoxide poisoning.
Okay.
Carboxyhemoglobin levels at 84%.
Hardly a surprise.
All right.
I wouldn't have said.
I'll note this down and perform a check of the organs.
Surely.
What? Mr. Ridley?
Oh.
Why did he take that fucking body?
Well, it ain't here. And it ain't there. Is it sat in the toilet?
I don't understand what's going on.
I'm taking another pill before I go mental. Keep me going. It's not there, despite the fact I can't really see in that cubicle. has to be, really, doesn't it? 'Cause it's the only place that would warrant going for a big search roundabout.
Why did you take the body?
What body?
Well, the body. You know, from the autopsy room.
Christ, Hammond. I didn't take any of your bodies.
So who took it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But I...
Get back to work. It's late.
So does that mean I'd go back to check and see if it's still there? Or is it just us? No, it's definitely gone. Could be in the car. Is it in here? Hello? Just sitting in reception, chilling. Our car's not here, though. Yeah. What? Why is that random light bulb just hanging in a tree? It's a bit weird. Can we see in here before it? Can't. Okay. It's going to be in the bed at the back, isn't it? Has to be in the bed at the back if it's going to be down here. It's not. Okay. Right. Where is the body? Who's pinched it? Come on. Who's pinched it? What's happening down here? I don't like it down here. Oh, I can't move down there. Okay, so I can't actually go in the fridge with the brain. Could be all cut up into nice little bits. Okay, so it's not... Can I get down the side here? No. Can we get in there? No. Maybe in the van? Could be. It's not in there. Maybe in the dumpster at the back. Why can't I go around there? I have been trapped. Ooh, what's that? You get stomach pains from that after like half an hour of eating it. I think not. It takes far longer than that to go through it. Right. Where on earth is this body? It's going to be back on the table, isn't it? It's just taking us in a merry wander around. I don't think I can run. It would really be helpful if I could run. What about here? It's really dark in those toilets.
Maybe I think I'm just tired.
Yes, it's back.
I think there's... I must have been seeing things. Results. Well, then we can... From the results...
from the results.
We can now be sure that the carboxyhemoglobin concentration was fatal. The organ has a reddish pink tint, which results from the concentration of COHB and general congestion of the organ. Other than that, I can cross this off my list now.
Okay.
We will look at the lungs more carefully. From the outside, just like the heart, it is congested, and the color indicates poisoning. Thermal damage is visible here and there.
Uh-huh.
Enough of the external exam. It's time to grab the knife and dissect the lungs. I need to check for any obstruction, burns, or clots.
You need to burp.
Jesus.
It was on the table. It never moved. We were just hallucinating. But we needed to go everywhere to find out that we were hallucinating.
Alright. You can see
I am
changes
not.
in the lung parenchyma caused by burns and smoke inhalation. Nothing new here.
Yes. Return to the autopsy. Wouldn't it be funny if it wasn't there again when we turned round?
So let's complete the notes. And let's check the trachea.
Okay.
The color is the same as the rest of the organs. Significant congestion.
Oh, this one doesn't flap.
Let's see what it looks like inside.
Ah, boo. Knee flapping. What the heck?
Okay, a final cut. There are visible burns inside, but what catches the eye the most is the amount of soot. Looks
okay.
like our subject was in the thick of the fire. Let's table the final notes, and we're ready to go.
I think if you get 4th degree burns, then you must be in the thick of the fire, really.
Let's deal with the final notes, and we're ready to go. I considered the direct cause of death to
Grim.
be severe carbon monoxide poisoning, leading to extreme hypoxia of the body.
Yes.
The extreme burns on the deceased's body and respiratory tract indicate that he must have been surrounded by fire. During the examination, no other factors were found that could have contributed to the victim's death. Environmental data does not indicate any third-party involvement. Just need to add my John Hancock and sew up the
Yeah,
body.
what? There we go. Done. Dusted.
I'll close the body, trying not to damage what's left of the skin. As for stitching, well, it varies. It can be that the fire victims are in such a so for this job, a thicker needle and heavy-duty thread.
Okay, so it's still going to be that, though. Oh, God. That is very thick.
Well, everything's holding together. Keeping it together is invaluable in this line of work. Well, after storing the body, there's nothing left for me to do. But thank you for your attention. All the best, and good night. Ugh, my God. What an exhausting day. I need to get these gloves off and call a taxi. I swear I'm about to pass out from exhaustion.
I mean, he's not exactly doing a lot.
Oh, fuck. Urine sample. Oh, no. Okay, quick. I think I have a container in the lab or office.
Take a sample container from the office. Oh there.
Okay, this is it.
Really? You want me to go into the bathroom and prepare a urine sample? Maybe a little bit too lifelike. We get to pee. Get this thing out of the way. This... What the heck? Oh, maybe I have to go to the... Ah, there we go. Let's go. Ah, boo. We've done it.
I'm dehydrated. I should drink more water.
Give my sample to Ridley. Doesn't seem like the most scientific of things. You missed the poo bucket. Oh, here is Ridley. Oh, we can see his face. Hello? Ridley. Okay.
As expected. Sleeping like a log. I'm jealous.
How can he be sleeping like a log? His eyes are wide open. Has he got them glasses that you get painted on eyes? I would think he'd be dead other than the fact that his foot seems to be moving. Right. What am I doing? I'm calling a taxi.
What's going on here?
Ooh.
Hurricane Taxi, we will take you wherever the wind takes you.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to order a taxi to 574 Presley Street.
Okay, hun. All of our drivers are busy at the moment. Best I can do is within the next hour.
Always the same when you do a taxi.
Alright. Let it be.
Can I take your name?
Jack Hanman.
Okay, thank you. Do you have our loyalty card?
Oh.
Would you like to set one up? We're regular customers, we have discounts and extra...
Would that make the taxi get here faster?
Well...
I thought so. Thank you. Goodbye. This is already giving me a headache.
Love it. Head home.
Oh, Jesus, what now?
What the heck? Dude.
Yes, how can I help you?
Jack... Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Oh my God! What was that? What the fuck? This was some kind of mistake. An hour here. I need a drink.
Oh, I think he's lost it. He's absolutely losing it here.
Oh,
I mean, you would if your dead wife phoned you up, I suppose. And you were in a fairly paranoid state anyway.
Spinning.
Why isn't he taking his gloves off? Now what we're going to see. Ooh. We're in his mind palace. Mm-hmm. That is a bad day at the office. Chapter 5. Ooh, I think this is the last chapter. A tsunami of blood. Oh. Oh no, I'm on the floor. Please don't lie about on the... Okay, pills.
Fucking shits. I went too far this time.
I'll get my pills first. I'll get my pills first.
What's that? Oh, fuck.
Right, let's just be a bit clearer about what's happening before we start. Somebody's thrown something through the window. It's a brick. With blood on.
Blood? Oh, God, what's happened?
Okay, go talk to Ridley.
Oh, fuck. Can't you hear all this commotion? Are you deaf?
Sure, whatever you say, Henry.
Why is that even funny? Do I need to bring you the evidence?
Sure, if you have some. Not me. I think you slept too much myself.
Like 2 minutes
Go and
ago,
see for
you were
yourself.
saying you need to sleep more.
I'm going home. The taxi is probably waiting.
The one that left yesterday?
Yesterday? How so?
It's evening. Friday, November 29th, Hanman.
Ooh, I've lost a whole day.
November.
Oh, sorry, I forgot that this was...
Don't worry. I did too. Somehow. I just... oh my God.
Should I call Dorothy? I've set up the cadaver ready for the autopsy. She should be able to replace you.
No. There's no need. I'd be happier staying here than sitting at home, alone.
Just in case, this is... let me know.
Sure. Thanks.
Hanman, I'm very sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so Ridley actually does have a heart. Hello. It's a googly eye thing. Look at his googly eyes. Hey, hiya. Ooh.
I guess I should take my pills.
Again, I've just taken pills. Dude, you are going to be
I
rattling.
should go to the cemetery later. My flowers, not today. To forget the most important of things. Every fucking time. Oh my God. Alice. No. It's only just... Oh, I'm so tired. So damn tired. God. What has someone done?
What the heck?
Where? Voice recorder.
It's getting more and more gruesome every time we do another one.
It's November 29th, year 1991. The autopsy is performed by Dr. Jack Hanman. Amber Louvre, 30, tattoo parlor employee. Found in the morning at the sinking road stop on the outskirts of the city. According to the information provided by the aforementioned friend, the car belonged to the Hurricane Taxi Network.
Ooh.
The company was provided with a description of the driver. However, they deny that any of their drivers fit the description.
Ooh.
Police have been looking for the man since yesterday. The body was lying in the grass beside the road, where it was spotted by commuters waiting for the morning bus. A friend at the salon testified that the last time she saw Amber was 2 weeks ago. It was her last day at work before her vacation. At around 9:40 p.m., she left in a taxi for a flight to Amsterdam. Investigators determined that the victim was most likely dumped close to the nearby forest. She crawled to the bus stop on her own, as evidenced by the traces of blood she left behind.
Okay.
Why do people do such things? I'll move on. I'll move on to undressing the deceased.
Do we have to?
The deceased was brought in where... Now... photographic documentation.
F.
The deceased's skin is extremely pale.
Now, sometimes
No
he
notice is visible.
just uses the voice recorder. Sometimes he uses the video camera. The blurs are bigger because I think the without being funny, the assets are bigger.
Deceased is missing her right arm. Several signs of redness on the neck and chest.
Plus the fact it's probably a bit more gruesome. So they're probably just trying to cover up as much as possible. Because Twitch and YouTube really don't like, you know, any issues with... I'm not. I actually just meant the assets on the game, but you know, you're never going to believe me, so...
The palm and front of the hand is covered with numerous wounds.
Uh-huh.
Extensive hematoma on the victim's forehead.
Okay. Come on, camera. Tell me where to look. I've got another 2 photos to find yet. Oh.
The deceased is caked in dirt and mud.
Right, one more to get. Sorry, I'm concentrating. I want to see. Where on earth is this last picture? I know, but I can't. Just cannot see it. Must be like a certain angle or something. That was interesting. My OBS just disconnected from chat and back on again. Come on. Yeah, fine. It just, every now and again, you see a line appear and it says, "Welcome to the chat room." And you think, hang on a minute. I just cannot find this last picture. At all. I've literally combed every single bit. Of the character model, and I can't get that to go white. Ah.
The deceased is also missing her left leg.
Be right
You
back,
can see
food.
that Alice has been through a lot.
Pin photos to the photo board. Yeah, some of it's just a little bit
Why is she so
finicky.
focused?
Yes.
The overall picture is... I'll grab the magnifying glass. The wound looks relatively fresh. The deceased could have fallen, or maybe she was struck hard.
Okay.
Minor redness appearing in several places.
Right.
The wounds were stitched up by someone who knew what they were doing.
Ooh.
However, it seems that the sewing was done in a hurry, and quite carelessly at that.
Interesting.
The wound on the bend of the elbow seems much deeper. I'm wondering about this bruising. There are no signs of internal bleeding, detectable through an internal examination. Both the arm and leg were taken all the way to the joint. The perpetrator used a scalpel, but the cut line itself looks jagged.
Hmm. Do you think we're suddenly going to waken up and we've
These
been
wounds
involved in all
appear to
this?
have been caused by crawling across rough ground. Let me sum this up somehow.
Okay.
This injury could have been fatal for Alice.
Yeah. Like a memento type thing. Sorry, spoilers for a very
Some
old
of the
movie.
wounds were made by the victim crawling, and the hickeys are not fatal. But in this situation, they are worth examining. It seems that the perpetrator was very interested in preserving as much skin as possible on the removed limbs. I assumed that the deceased had a cannula inserted and was groggy the entire time. There appear to be no signs of struggle. The stitching doesn't...
So we're just saying,
flesh.
Grim, do you think
Amber appears to have suffered like this for at least a few days.
we're going to waken up and realise
We do not know the exact circumstances
that
of the
we've been
wounds
involved in
or
all
the
these
conditions in which
things,
the
and this is
deceased
just
was
us
kept.
going through something in our head now?
The perpetrator definitely didn't realize. Maybe it was an accident, or perhaps the final blow.
That it's all connected
I'll
back to
check
his
with
wife
UV lamp
and
whether
the
what
prisoner
perpetrator did.
and
Even though the wounds were
the
stitched
guy that
closed,
maybe grabbed his wife.
clearly
Or
reopened by the act of crawling. Alice suffered a lot because of this sicko. Extensive toxicological tests should help determine what substances she was given. There
Could
are
be.
many indications that she wasn't aware of what she was being put through. It is unknown how much blood Amber lost during her escape, and especially how much during the procedure.
see, he's getting
performed
mixed
on
up.
her.
He keeps saying Amber, which is her proper name, but sometimes saying Alice. So he's losing it.
Infection could have set in. Even if that wasn't fatal, it would severely weaken an already strained body. This has the hallmarks of some sick sexual fantasy.
Yes.
I will Check the UV lamp whether hell, cases like these can be strong and clear traces of tape.
Ooh.
Alice, you know that I would never.
Ooh, why did you do that? Check the bathroom for your pills. Are we going to be in a situation now where the pills aren't there?
Jack, breathe. It's just...
Why did he do that? Well, did he do it though? Or has he just like completely lost the plot?
Well, we left
Absolutely.
off with the torso.
Begin a thorough external analysis with the UV lamp. I thought I just did that.
There are no stains suggesting intercourse. You can see that there are traces around the hickeys. Most likely saliva.
Oh, okay.
More traces of the dramatic fight for survival.
Never mind that, Jack. What's this?
Traces of smeared blood from wounds. The perpetrator was obviously looking for an opportunity to fulfill his paraphilia.
It looks like lip
Christ.
marks, doesn't it?
Police will have plenty to do. If I can find my hard drive, I could just take an X-ray.
X-ray, clear some space,
I'll move
clear some
these
space.
tables away. Make room for the X-ray machine.
Right, let's go get the X-ray machine.
Maybe Dorothy should take over for me today. I keep wandering off in my thoughts. Fuck! What's going on here?
Yeah, it is a bit...
I lost my mind. I must have gone crazy.
Can I do that? No? Locate the hard drive in the office. Okay.
Oh, here it is. Huh?
Locate the X-ray machine to perform the next examination. Ooh, it's that. Love Alice. Right.
These bulbs need changing.
Wrong time of the day to be thinking about that, son. Why all of a sudden are we going really, really slowly?
They all know.
Who all knows?
Did you answer your phone?
Telephone? What phone?
They all know.
Huh?
The phone rang a few minutes ago.
I didn't hear anything.
For you to take medicine.
How so?
For you to get results.
Yeah. I'll call them back.
Also, that's just that guy in the dossier with a beard, isn't it? Uh-huh. The guy that was driving the taxi was actually him. Or it looks extremely like it. As soon as I saw it, I thought, oh, I've seen him before somewhere. Right, so we need this. Locate the X-ray machine. This is the X-ray machine, is it not? Is it not? That looks like an X-ray machine to me. There we go. Here we go.
Oh, I guess I've been here too long.
The other thing is, every time I've got a bit of kit like this or the table, I seem to drop down a couple of feet.
Jesus,
I suddenly become like a child. Hey, all of a sudden I'm tall again.
Now I need to set the machine up. Okay. I'll attach the hard drive.
Turn on the X-ray machine. Yes.
Now fire it
Attach
up.
the hard drive. Now fire it up. How do we fire it up? As you put it on. Okay. Around this side. Take the detection plate from the side of the machine. The other side then. Okay, yes, there it is. Detection plate. Yeah, it's becoming a bit much, that, isn't it? I mean, I know he's suffering mentally and he's going through it, but the voice acting's beginning to grate a little bit. Yeah, I know, but it's I know what you mean, Grim, but it just seems like it's like really, really low. If you felt that you were leaning into it. Mount the panel under the head of the corpse. Frame the head and take the X-ray.
Oh, now center it between the eyes at the root of the nose.
Where's my center? How do I know? Is that it? Alright, okay. Oh.
Okay, looks good.
Yes?
I thought for sure this old thing would have tripped the breaker.
Okay. Am I done? Take the hard drive to the lab. Okay.
Alright. I just need to take the hard drive to the lab. I'll print the image and... I need to check the frontal bone, crystal galley, aneurysm, internal auditory canals, Alice, ethmoid, and frontal sinuses. Why did this have to happen to her? The greater and lesser wit. And now I can print it. It looks like a good exposure. But why can't I see the wound? I need to look at this in the light box.
The light box. View the X-ray at the light box. Okay.
Strange. I guess I'll have to repeat. Let there be light. Damn. I knew this luck wouldn't last.
Try the fuse box
I
in
almost
the
believed
storage
this would go
room.
off without a hitch tonight. Off to the storage room I go. These flickering lights would drive anyone.
Something's going to come out of there, isn't it? It has to be.
And now it's all broken. Great. Fuck. Don't you wish? I'll need the flashlight and to find Ridley for help.
Take the flashlight from the table. Hello, Koo. That's the world's smallest flashlight. Rotate, take, yes. How do I put it on? F. Just check in with Ridley. Hello. I told you. I called it. Ooh. You had a good scrub and you've done your laundry? Or you've got your laundry in? Ridley's not there. Where is Ridley? Where am I supposed to be checking in with Ridley then? Can I go round the back?
There's a surprise. Why is it that whenever I need Ridley for something, he magically disappears into the ether? Oh my god.
Yeah, Grimm's not feeling great, cool.
What now?
Need to hug him.
Start the generator in the shed.
The generator in the shed. Oh, can we not ring the bell? Please let me be able to ring the bell. In the game or with Coon? With Grimm.
Ridley's carelessness will be useful.
Oh, my car's back. Weirdly.
It's getting cold. It must have rained earlier. And it looks like it won't be as simple as I hoped. Great. And the keeper of the keys has left his post.
Great. Locate a hammer.
Section yet.
Why? But just be leaving coffins lying about the yard. I presume I'm going to have to go down into the basement to get the hammer. Yeah, absolutely. That's where it went, David. The body took the car out. Are we going to find Ridley down here?
Either I'm getting weak, or the maintenance crew needs a talking to. Or just a little. Oh, it's so dark now. There's a hammer. Jesus. I'm feeling dizzy. Oh, I'm exhausted.
Destroy the lock. Okay, I just wanted to check to see if Ridley was actually going to be hiding down here. What? What's it trying to get me to do here? How do I know? I can't control anything here.
God damn it. It's actually holding up. Well. Something new in this shithole. Makes a change.
Enter the shed.
God. I am not doing well.
Oh.
Now what? Fucking
Hey,
hell.
baby.
I don't know about this kind of stuff. Something's missing here. Some kind of switch. Or a crank.
Locate the generator crank. Okay.
Oh no. There's so much shit in here.
What the heck is in there? Anybody see a crank? Here we go. Maybe in this box. Mad amounts of couscous. Yo.
Yes. I think this will work.
Nice. Right, let's get going. So we can get the you-know-what out of here.
Alright. Now, just to crank it up. Something wrong?
Okay, what's I don't know how to do this. Do I just need to do it faster and faster and faster? It only moves so fast. Nah, that's wrong. I'm obviously doing something wildly wrong there. What if you need to hold it and just spin it? How do you mean? I am just holding it. It doesn't actually say that though, does it? Every time I touch anything, it brings me back down to here. I can't do anything about it. I'm not... As soon as I touch that, it spins out of my control. I can't actually keep any pressure on it. I touch it and flick to get it going, and it runs off my... Right. Why is it sort of saying do something with that? It's definitely hold the mouse down. Spin very slowly. So the very opposite thing you would do. Just there comes a point where it just does that bit and it never does anything. Right, okay, here we go. As soon as you get to a certain pace, it just stops. What's that? I give up, man. I have no idea why this is doing this. I mean, I'm doing it at the same pace. I'm not speeding up anything I'm doing. It just gets to a point where it futters out. Have I missed something? Is there something I've not done? It just says start the generator. It doesn't say, is it plugged in? Is it fueled up? Is it... It literally just says start the generator. I don't understand why. Maybe I need to be standing in a certain position or something. Nah. What does it mean with that pulsing of the mouse? Just wondered if I was pushing it the right way. Right, we're here for the rest of the night. I have no idea how this works. Nah. There's nothing here that I can do. I'm clicking all over that and it doesn't work. If I go to there, which looks like it's a point that I can interact with, it just pulls me back down to here. If I go to the top... Oh, what's in here? Hang on, wait. Oh, okay. Okay, so I can't do anything about that. I don't want to know what it means with the mouse just sort of pulsing in and out. What does that mean? Because it's not push the left mouse button in and out. You actually have to physically grasp and move the mouse in a circular direction to let the thing turn. And you're just trolling me now, David. That doesn't work.
Right, get started.
Ooh!
Not for long. Oh man, maybe it's low on fuel.
Son of a... No!
Empty. Sure would make a nice decorative ornament for the garden, though. Empty. Sure
Locate
would
some
make a
fuel.
nice decorative
Well,
ornament for the garden, though.
can I pick it up then?
Empty. Sure
Oh, I
would
know
make
that.
a
You've told
nice
me
decorative
18
ornament for the
times.
garden, though.
Surely I can get it out of the car. Did we see fuel anywhere? I still have no idea how it actually happened. I'm more terrified that I've got to go back and do it again when I finally get the fuel. Where the heck am I going to get fuel? Do you think the fuel's actually in the shed? Or do you think it's going to be down in the basement? Or is it the fuel here? Is it the alcohol? No, it's not. Basement, methinks. Okay. I'll just do a quick check round here. There's everything else is in here, of course. Right.
Just nothing inside.
Okay, so there's going to be like hundreds of these things here, isn't it? It's going to be the very last one I pick up. It's going to have something in it. Oh ho, hello.
How did it end up here?
Ooh. By the way, there was a huge bug found in your game. I have to do a dodgy 11th hour update before next fest. Oh my goodness. That's horrendous, David. How come it was that late that you found the bug? Surely it's been played by loads of people and we've never found the bug. That's weird. No, the... Ooh. The coffin fell open. But that was the photo that we picked up from our flat and sent to Alice's friend. Okay, still locating some fuel, Hello, Zen. Nice to see you. I was having a Fez moment there, Zen. Kay would have been laughing. She would have got her own back in me there. But enjoy the lurk. Okay.
Finally.
Right, let's get the out of here. If we were beginning to get to a kind of a run into a conclusion.
Not today.
My mom was doing a puzzle and using her phone's flashlight, but every time I see it moving, I'm like, what is that?
Another empty jerry can to add to the collection.
No, I've got to do this again.
I'm not used to this, but...
I don't think it is slow. It was 5416 anyway, not 5146. You've typed that wrong. You fat fingered it. I have no idea how I did this last time. I think actually my finger slipped in the mouse. Okay.
My head.
Oh, we're in the basement.
What the fuck? Who tied me up?
It's only for a moment. Sorry, man.
Stephen? What the fuck do you mean?
Think I hit you too hard with that shovel.
Oh, haha. Great fucking joke.
What did I say last night?
Untie me now. I don't have the energy for your shitty games.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I don't understand. Stephen, what do you mean? This has got to be some kind of mistake.
You and your moaning, you and your problems. You're not the victim here.
But...
Shut up! Can you shut your mouth for just one fucking second? To me, you are just a murderer.
What?
What? Knocked down? You thought I didn't know anything?
I don't have any idea what you're talking about! Stephen!
My poor sister. Even now, you can't muster up any courage, any honesty. You disgust me. I suspected you from the beginning. As soon as I found out that Alice is dead, I knew it was you. Tumors, aneurysms, unexplained circumstances. Who are you trying to fool? For God's sakes, you're a doctor!
Can we not be looking at it like a 90-degree angle the whole time?
Shh! I haven't finished talking. Why did you lie, Jack? Why didn't you say anything? You confessed! I knew I had to do something about it myself. Any of this making any sense yet? Threats? A ring? Photos? Red Pete on the loose? He died in that accident, by the way.
You sick fuck.
Yes, I am. You've no clue just how much. Oh, I'm on some fantastic fucking drugs for it. Only, I've been slipping them to you. I was hoping to break you down, that you'll be pushed into doing something drastic to yourself, and I'll just stand there and watch.
Her tumor was incurable.
That's a filthy lie.
This... It was only a matter of time.
Again, lying!
I saw the scans.
Lying.
You know what? I think I've had enough of your bullshit.
All right. Okay. I lied, but hear me out. We had an argument that day. Worse than usual. I was drunk. And I was angry.
Please sit up. This is supposed to be the dramatic end to the game.
Pushed her.
It's a
I pushed her
nightmare.
against the wall. She hit her head and she fell. Yes. Just like that. Limp and lifeless. I panicked. I thought, I don't know. I didn't think at all. I was afraid I had caused it. That someone will accuse me. That it'll be the end of my career. When I called an ambulance, it was too late. Way too late.
It wasn't an accident.
And then I lied. I said that's how I found her. That I wasn't there with her. And now, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about it. Everything. This whole year. Just dead
This is a
memories.
very strange
If I
design
could
choice.
resist it all.
To make you sit and watch this wobbling
Fuck, here we go
all
again.
over about
Now,
at a 90-degree angle is incredible
Even
for
now,
over 5
you have
minutes.
the nerve to lie.
Stephen, I'm sorry. I suffered too.
It wasn't an accident. You understand now? Someone has to pay for this.
What's going on here? Stephen dropped the gun.
It's none of your business, Sean. Leave and forget you saw anything.
Steve, you know I can't do
Uh-oh,
that.
Ridley's gonna die.
Mr. Ridley, please, run!
Shut up!
You know I'll shoot if I have to.
Where the hell is he? Is he got a gun like?
That makes two of us.
Stephen, no!
Okay. Maybe we'll get an epilogue. He said doubtfully, but was hoping that we might. Let's just watch this go through. I'm hoping. Yeah, I think this is the setup for it. I do think there's a set. This is like a setup for. There's going to be various cases, which will build off this first one, because I think this is called Dead Memories or something. Let's see. Can I speed this up? I don't really want to touch anything. I don't particularly want to sit through 10 minutes of this. It's like sitting through a Marvel movie, isn't it? And then at the end you're wondering whether or not there's actually going to be... I don't know, Grim, but I think I read somewhere... I didn't have to pay for it, so... I think I read somewhere that this was the start of a potential series. As I say, I don't really want to touch this and then miss the epilogue, if there is such a thing. Yeah, I think it's got pacing issues. I think Honor was right. I think the biggest takeaway from me is that it's got pacing issues. It's had a lot of work put into it. I mean, the actual movements, etc., and the doing the autopsies and the models and stuff and the environments were all fantastic. All the medical stuff was really good. The story just wasn't, I don't know. The story just didn't seem to take off at all for me. It just kind of slowly burned, which is fine. You can have a dark tale that's a bit of a slow burn all the way through. But you were just constantly sitting waiting, thinking, is something going to happen? Is something going to happen? Is something going to... And it never really did. Ridley needed to be 150% bigger. The voice acting for... the voice acting for the main character as well was not great. And I appreciate what they were going for, that he is obviously losing his marbles, basically. But the constant yawning and the constant sighing and the constant sort of, oh, I'm tired, and oh, it just didn't... It's a bit weird. I just think there was two sides to the story. Cool. I just think that they obviously had employed a real autopsy person, if you like, expert, to be part of it to get to that. But I just don't think the story stood up. That's why we got the good ending. Was there different endings, is there? Interesting. I wonder how you get the different endings. They have all the ingredients for an amazing game, just tying it together needed a little more work. Yeah, at least the cupboard doors work now, yeah. Another guy came and shut him up. Oh, right, yeah. I do wonder if there are different endings. I'm kind of... Something's telling me that there's going to be a little bit at the end of this, and I don't want to jump... Okay, this looks like we're finished now. There has to be some sort of closure, right? No, there isn't. Okay. You see, the very fact that this cassette's called Dead Memories makes me think that we're going to get a series, if you like, Autopsy Simulator. So it won't be. It might not be the same guy next time, but we'll get another case file to look at. Okay. Interesting. Let's go back to chat. Alive memories. So yeah, I mean, thanks very much to Team 17, obviously, for providing the key. And it gave us, what, 5, almost 6 hours of entertainment there. And I don't think any of it was particularly bad. As I say, the VA, I found it began to really get grating towards the end. And that final sort of scene, to choose to do that in a 90-degree angle with head bob and weave constantly for 5 minutes, just was a bad design choice in my view. And I think they could potentially, and again, it's difficult because you don't want people to be, you don't want to be constantly getting overt jump scares. Yeah, they need to fix the basing and ending, and then it would have been really good. Yeah, I just think, yeah, for me, the story was okay. It was a fairly straightforward story of, we spotted the twist straight away. I think after an hour, I knew that Stephen wasn't the guy that, he was making out to be, because he was the only one that could be manipulating things like the picture, etc. So that was fine. But I just think, and I wouldn't have wanted it to be totally trying to jump scare you every time he came out of the dissecting room or whatever, but to have seen the sort of vision in the door of the dissecting room very early on, and for none of that to happen again until probably about half an hour from the end, where that slithery thing went back by the chair, the body or whatever slid back behind the chair. It was kind of like, well, what? How did that tie into the story and what was happening? It was just kind of, the story just didn't gel, I think, for me. The main thrust of it was fine, but, you know, was he having a breakdown? Was he being, you know, held under the influence of drugs? Unless that was the ending guy. But then why did he wait till ages later to actually get him? I think it's probably just, I think what he said there was he was trying to get him drugged up to the point where he would actually commit suicide or do something to himself. You know, because he would be so messed up in his head that he would start to feel so guilty that he would either turn himself in, or he would, you know, throw himself off a bridge, or he would do something basically that would give Stephen, Stephen, can you hear me? The closure that he was looking for. So yeah, interesting. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. I'd probably give it maybe a yeah, I'd probably give it maybe a 6 out of 10. Could be, you know, it could be one of these things actually, like if they do another case or two, that they refine what they've learned from this one into the next one, and the next one's really, really good. But they need to get rid of that protagonist. You would give it a Stephen Clem Fandango. Cool. All right then. Where are we? 11 o'clock. We've finished. You give it an 8, since I really love the work they put into the autopsy. Yeah, I mean, it's bedtime for me, folks. Okay, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you being here. Hope you have a good weekend. Need to get ready for work tomorrow. Oh, and Kerry's going as well. Night, night, Kerry. Hello, hello. Who's that? Coin with a key. Coin. Is that coin with a key? Coin with a key. Pleased to have you in here. And the environment all looked really good. Yeah, I think the coin, like coin. Okay. Pleased to have you in here. I'm glad you found us. The only slight problem is that we've just finished the game. So if you were hoping to see Autopsy Simulator, we've actually just completed it. It would have been even worse if you'd been here 10 minutes ago, because you'd actually have seen the very end of the game. Oh, you found you through. Oh, great. Thank you. I found you through the Autopsy Sim post. All right, okay. Well, I could suggest that you go to my YouTube and you can see the full playthrough that we've done over the last 3 nights. I saw a bunch of my teammates follow you as well. All right, okay. I haven't seen anybody actually follow. I saw a bunch of my teammates in terms of, you know, sports team or whatever. Oh, I see. Okay, sorry. I wasn't quite with you there. No, yes, a few of them have as well. Sumi, yes, absolutely, yes. Sumi and Kay and Foyle and various other people, yes, absolutely. No, but thank you very much for dropping by. I'm just a bit sorry that you're not. You love random shenanigans. Well, you're about to see random shenanigans. Thank you so much for donating your soul there. There's another one for the well. Yeah, we were just... yeah, absolutely. I'll be back on Sunday night, I think, playing Haunty. But do you know anything about Autopsy Simulator? Have you seen anybody else play it? Or I hadn't realised that Team 17 or Autopsy Sim had actually retweeted it. I haven't seen them do that. But yeah, started it last night, being otherwise blind to it. Okay, I won't say too much about it then. How did you find it when you started it? And how far into it are you? I play games notoriously slowly. You might fall asleep during story time, or as I call it, bedtime story time. Did we do one of them? I think it was 10 minutes of trombone as opposed to story time. Yes, it was 10 minutes of trombone that Karumi that Q did. Yeah, I'm interested to see what you think. I feel like slow burn, waiting on the scares to pick up, but I really like the science aspect of it. Okay, I think, without spoiling anything, I think you'll end the game as you start the game. Oh, did you do lower with death as well? Okay, fine. Good. We were just debating that at the end there, so I'm not going to spoil the ending or whatever. We all absolutely loved the science aspect of it and loved the autopsy element of it. Yeah, it's without again spoiling anything, it doesn't go there. And I think we all probably were expecting something mortuary assistant like, but yeah, it doesn't really go there. It's far more story driven than jump scares and things slithering off into the distance, etc. So yeah, I'll leave it there because I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I'd be interested to see what you think. You can appreciate the game on its own rather than expecting, comparing it to, okay. Yeah, I think it took us probably maybe about five and a half hours or something like that for us to get through it. I play games incredibly slowly. Well, Connie's late, we can't turn away a new member of the afterlife. Indeed, we can't. Yes, so taking, between that and getting stuck on various. Did you do the bit where the lights went out in the dissecting room yet? When the fuses went completely out. I think that was relatively early on in the game. It was within the first hour. Yes, I got stuck there for so long trying to find my way out of the dissecting room in the pitch dark. I kept thinking, where am I? What am I doing? Yeah, we started one of the chapters as well, but I started it on Wednesday night, and we thought there was a bug which was stopping us from getting through something, but it turned out to not be, but it was patched the next night. So yes, I won't say any more, but I'd be interested to know next time you come back, we can have a bigger chat around what you actually thought by the time you've completed the game. So we do kind of random other bits and pieces, especially when we've been playing a scarier game. It wanted me to take a pill, but I'd already taken him, so when I tried, he said he didn't want to OD. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I was constantly running backwards and forwards taking the pills as well. Anytime I started to go a bit fuzzy around the edges, I just ran and did that. So, yeah, so as I say, next time you come back, we can have a bit of a chat around about what you thought when you've actually had a chance to finish the game. So there's been 2 redeems tonight that we do. One of them is entirely random, called 10 Minutes of Trombone, where we play Trombone Champ for 10 minutes. So if you're into trombones, or not too many people are, I suppose, or watching an idiot play a trombone, then this could be the very next thing you're into. I shall have to change the... Where am I? Let me do edit stream info, and we shall do trombone. This normally happens when we've been playing something particularly scary, that we end the night playing Trombone Champ. Just for a bit of light relief, you know. Oh, hang on a minute. I better take the game volume down because I punted it up a little bit for the... some of these could be a little bit loud. Yes, sorry, I should have said that as well. Thanks, Grim. Everything I do in this channel is for charity, so any bits, cheers, primes, subs are passed on to charity. When Twitch pays me out, it just immediately goes into the charity pot. as does anything that anybody cheers. So I'm in a very fortunate position that I can do that. So yeah, since I really started being an affiliate, I've passed everything on. So we choose a charity per quarter, and we do it for 3 months because I don't really get paid out that much. And we do this from time to time, indeed. You sometimes get a yippee storm. Right. I am determined that I'm going to get that new one. Not that one. I want to get this to an S rank. I feel I can. I'm very close to it. Not so sure about that one. Although a new high score, you never know. Yes!
Scotland! Scotland! Freedom!
It's all happening. Nice, indeed. I've been trying to get that to S rank for a bit now. That was cool. Right, everybody stop for a minute. I'll just give a shout out to Coin.
Every day is my birthday.
Oh, every day is your birthday. No, don't worry. In this channel, we're all about boosting people. Everybody gets a shout out. Everybody can talk about when they're streaming and what they're doing, what they're up to. That's a bit chat has done for 2.5 years. Right? Okay, I see. Yeah, sometimes clips are good and sometimes they're like, okay, it's slightly no context ones. We got a good one from Sumi yesterday, which I thought was hilariously funny because I'd seen the stream on Saturday. But to the rest of the guys who hadn't seen the stream, it was a bit like, why are you laughing? It was just really funny at the time. Right, let's go back. So I've S-ranked that now. Like Tesla. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a weird one, isn't it? That's just going to be downright weird. That's not actually going to be... I'm not going back to that one. That's terrible, that one. Why have I not S-ranked that one? What do we think? What do we think? Is it going to go? I don't think we've got enough multiplier. No, still on the E. Just on the E as well. That's ridiculous. Right. Absolutely. Right, I'll try that one again. Some of these you think should be okay. Good grief. You refuse to believe that I'm human. How come? Look at that. I'm just touching it. Just touching the S rank. It's so annoying when that happens. If I'd held on to that multiplier a little bit longer. Right, we'll play one more and then we'll go to lower. Where's my Brazilian one? I have to get this to... This is my favourite one of the entire game. I need to get this to S rank. Maybe. Yay! Oh no! How on earth is that an A? That's ridiculous. I must have been like maybe 3 points away from it. That's shocking. So close. Right, enough of that for tonight. We'll now move across to... Good grief. And Koo just laughs at me. Not fun. Quit to desktop. Right, enough of that. Where's my next message? I can set that back to just chatting. And then we can go to our favourite place, the library. Okay. Right. Now, if you're still here, Coin, we do this as well as a redeem, where put me to sleep so it might not feel like garbage. Don't be daft. You're not garbage. You might just feel like that a wee bit. What is this? This is chat always, and Sumi as well. Various people keep telling me that I've got a voice that people want to listen to. They like how it sounds. They think it's restful. It can, people tell me that they go to sleep with my stream on in the background, etc., because my voice is... Thank you. Well, this kind of got born from that, in that you can redeem lore with death, and then you can just sit tranquilly listening to me, and I will tell you a story. And we do... He thought, yeah, I was a little bit paranoid to begin with people saying, oh no, I just kept thinking people thought I was boring. But yes, I read either Edgar Allan Poe or H.P. Lovecraft for about 10-15 minutes, just at the end of the night, so that we can wind down, chill, everybody just forgets all the horrors of the world and just listens to the voice and the story, and then everybody's nice and chill for going to sleep. or moving on to the next thing. But instead your voice that people would pay for. Well, I don't know quite if that's the case, but anyhow, we will continue with Edgar Allan Poe's The Mask. Maybe I should, I don't know how you get involved with that kind of thing, but maybe I should take a look at that. Yes, Edgar Allan Poe, The Mask of the Red Death. We started this last night, so we'll continue tonight. But these other apartments were densely crowded, and in them beat feverishly the heart of life, and the revel went whirlingly on, until until at length there commenced the sounding of midnight upon the clock, and then the music ceased, as I have told, and the evolutions of the waltzers were quieted, and there was an uneasy cessation of all things as before. But now there were 12 strokes to be sounded by the bell of the clock, and thus it happened, perhaps, that more of thought crept, with more time, into the meditations of the thoughtful among those who revelled. And thus too it happened, perhaps, that before the last echoes of the last chime had utterly sunk into silence, there were many individuals in the crowd who had found leisure to become aware of the presence of a masked figure, which had arrested the attention of no single individual before. And the rumour of this new presence having spread itself whisperingly around, there arose at length from the whole company a buzz, or murmur, expressive of disapprobation and surprise, then finally of terror, of horror, and of disgust. In an assembly of phantasms such as I have painted, it may well be supposed that no ordinary appearance could have excited such sensation. In truth, the masquerade licence of the night was nearly unlimited, but the figure in question had out-Heroded Herod, and gone beyond the bounds of even the prince's infinite decorum. There are chords in the hearts of the most reckless which cannot be touched without emotion, even with the utterly lost, to whom life and death are equally jests. There are matters of which no jest can be made. The whole company, indeed, seemed now deeply to feel that in the costume and bearing of the stranger neither wit nor propriety existed. The figure was tall and gaunt, and shrouded from head to foot in the habiliments of the grave. The mask which concealed the visage was made so nearly to resemble the countenance of a stiffened corpse that the closest scrutiny must have had difficulty in detecting the cheat. And yet all this might have been endured, if not approved, by the mad revellers around. But the mummer had gone so far as to assume the type of the Red Death. His vesture was dabbled in blood, and his broad brow, with all the features of the face, was besprinkled with the scarlet horror. When the eyes of Prince Prospero fell upon this spectral image, which, with a slow and solemn movement, as if more fully to sustain its role, stalked to and fro among the waltzers, he was seen to be convulsed in the first moment with a strong shudder, either of terror or distaste, but in the next his brow reddened with rage. "Who dares," he demanded hoarsely of the courtiers who stood near him, "who dares insult us with this blasphemous mockery? Seize him and unmask him, that we may know whom we have to hang at sunrise from the battlements." It was in the eastern or blue chamber in which stood the Prince Prospero as he uttered these words. They rang throughout the 7 rooms loudly and clearly, for the prince was a bold and robust man, and the music had become hushed at the waving of his hand. It was in the blue room where stood the prince, with a group of pale courtiers by his side. At first, as he spoke, there was a slight rushing movement of this group in the direction of the intruder, who at the moment was also near at hand, and now with deliberate and stately step made closer approach to the speaker. But from a certain nameless awe which the mad assumptions of the mummer had inspired the whole party, there were found none who put forth hand to seize him, so that unimpeded he passed within a yard of the prince's person. And while the vast assembly, as if with one impulse, shrank from the centres of the rooms to the walls, he made his way uninterruptedly, but with the same solemn and measured step which had distinguished him from the first, through the blue chamber to the purple, through the purple to the green, through the green to the orange, through this again the white, and even thence to the violet, ere a decided movement had been made to arrest him. It was then, however, that the Prince Prospero, maddening with rage and the shame of his own momentary cowardice, rushed hurriedly through the 6 chambers, while none followed him on account of a deadly terror that had seized upon all. He bore aloft a drawn dagger, and had approached, in rapid impetuosity, to within 3 or 4 feet of the retreating figure, when the latter, having attained the extremity of the velvet apartment, turned suddenly and confronted his pursuer. There was a sharp cry, and the dagger dropped gleaming upon the sable carpet, upon which, instantly afterward, fell prostrate in death the Prince Prospero. Then, summoning the wild courage of despair, a throng of the revellers at once threw themselves into the black apartment, and seizing the mummer, whose tall figure stood erect and motionless within the shadow of the ebony clock, gasped in unutterable horror at finding the grave cerements and corpse-like mask, which they handled with so violent a rudeness, untenanted by any tangible form. And now he was acknowledged, the presence of the Red Death. He had come like a thief in the night, and one by one dropped the revellers in the blood-bejewelled halls of their revel, and died, each in the despairing posture of his fall. And the life of the ebony clock went out with that last of the gay, and the flames of the tripods expired, and darkness and decay, and the Red Death held illimitable dominion over all. The end. Smashing. Right, folks, we can go back to here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I enjoyed doing that. It's nice at the end of the night just to sort of wind down a little bit and chill. Plus, it allows me to read Poe and Lovecraft, who I love. I don't tend to read terribly much. I've got a weird situation. I don't know whether you know about aphantasia, but I've got aphantasia, which means I can't really make mental pictures in my head. So reading's a bit redundant for me. I quite like reading as I go, but I can't make the mental image in my head. So I don't read as much as other people. I read sort of visual things. I read like manga and comics and stuff like that because it's visual and it tells me what it's going to look like. But reading a book like that, I don't get a huge picture in my head about what's going on. But I enjoy doing it because it sort of calms you down after you've been playing daft horror games and stuff like that. So there we go. We finished a game this week. Unbelievable. Unheard of. Having done 3 nights in a row. Fantastic. Need to get into webtoons. Not another thing I need to get into. I've got too much anime going on to be getting into anything else. I've always got far too many anime on the go at any one time. So, yes. So the plan would be to do Haunty on Sunday. Continue our venture into the afterlife with our little ghost friend and see where we get to. And then on Monday we will continue, I think, with Meridian 157. Can't quite remember where we left off. That's beginning to make me a bit nervous, actually. I don't think we've got that much left excuse me, of the first chapter. I think we've only got about 15-20 minutes of the first chapter left, so we can go into the second chapter as well. If we can put the puzzling pants on. Cool. I am not doing another 10 minutes of trombone tonight. I will hold that over to the next stream. So on Sunday night, we'll do another 10 minutes of trombone. Yes, I'll definitely do it on the next stream. Definitely. My voice is beginning to go as well, so I'm obviously getting a wee bit tired. Yes, so that's the plan. Haunty on Sunday, get your puzzling pants on for Monday, and then we'll see where we go. I want to go back to Doll Imposter, because Doll Imposter is absolutely banging. I love Doll Imposter. It's my favourite game so far this year, and if they're going to release another update and another area that we can go to, which is even spookier, then all the better. Hopefully it'll be before Wednesday. It's because I'm good at it. I know you guys just want me to fail at every opportunity, but it just drives me on. It drives me on to keep succeeding. I hope sleep does make you feel better as well, Grim. It's not like you to be feeling like this, so hopefully a good deep sleep will sort out all your ills. Maybe it's because you had the kids round making a noise and running around and all the other bits and pieces. I want you to feel, no one else does. Indeed. Yes, and then we'll just need to see where things go. Still Wakes the Deep, I think, is the next big game that I'm waiting to come out, but I think that's
I'm so excited!
mid-July, I think. Still Wakes the Deep comes out.
Scotland! Scotland!
I don't know whether you meant to do that or not. You're done, indeed. Yeah. Everyone is awake now, indeed. Indeed. Yes, I'm beginning to ramble, so I think we'll call it a night there. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here all the way through. Really appreciate it. Grim, I do hope you have a good sleep and you're waking up feeling better tomorrow. Koo, hope your laundry's fine. Coin, thank you so much for coming in. I'm so sorry that we'd finished the game just as you came in, but as I say, thankfully you didn't come in right at the very end of it, because that would have been an absolute nightmare if you'd seen the very end of the game as a bit of a spoiler. Excuse me. Cool. Well, as I say, I'll be back on Sunday, which is 8:30 UK time. So I don't know whether are you America or are you Europe? 2 parts in one day, rare day today, indeed. I'm just trying to think how that would translate. East Coast USA, so you're 5 hours behind. So I'll be on with Haunty at 3:30. Yeah, 3:30 your time, and I'll probably go through until it's normally about 11 I finish, so probably about 6:30 your time if you want to drop by. Always be nice to see you. I've actually got another game that I want to start playing. Yes, absolutely. And I'll try and drop into one of your streams. Do you stream? How many times a week do you stream? Because I can drop in through the afternoon or whatever. I work from home most of the time. Stream 4 times a week. Okay, I'll check you out. I'll check you out and see your schedule, and hopefully I'll be able to pop in at some point through the week as well. Cool. Again, thank you everybody. Have a good night. Sleep well. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Sundays at 7. Oh, so midnight for me, okay. I might catch a VOD then, because I will be well asleep. I've got 2 young dogs, 10-month-old spaniels, who get up at 5 a.m. So I will not be going to I go to bed before midnight. 3 littles, and also work from home, so I get a fantastic 2 a.m. for you. I know, Grim. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Right. Thanks very much, everybody. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And I will catch you again. Thanks very much. Bye.